Hello everyone, welcome to April. What weird circumstances we're living under right now. So yeah, what a weird time we're in. Obviously I understand that last month's vlog was started off normal, a bit normal, obviously with a slight, reservations, but now we're kind of in a point where we're like, the world has changed, and in 3 days I'm 25. So yeah, I do keep thinking back to when I first started this vlog, when I first decided to start doing them monthly, because when I started doing this, I thought it would be more yearly. I'd just do bits and pieces of recording every now and again and make it into a year montage, but after deciding to do it monthly, I never thought I'd be at this point. Like, I always, you always wonder, oh, what's it going to be like when I'm 30, which is now only 5 years away for me, and all sorts. You just kind of, it's mad. And obviously in 2 months' time, I was planning to move out. That's not happening anymore. That's not happening. I mean, it gives me more, the positive is it gives me more time to prepare. It's just that right now things are messy, and it's going to take a good few years. Me and my dad reckon it's going to take a good few years. I'm really sorry to bring it off, but like, that's really frustrating. Come on. But essentially, it's going to be like this for a really long time. And this is like a whole new dynamic. Obviously, the positive thing is that... Oh, new chair. I'm still working from home. Although yesterday I was on site, but I never took any tubes. Nor did I, that's an underground train line, and I didn't take the train into London. We drove straight from home to site, did all the work, drove home. And been staying clean, washing my hands, staying indoors, we're trying to limit the amount of times we see each other, but obviously we're family. And I know that, you're allowed to self-isolate, I suppose, with family members, but we still want to keep it down to a low. Oh, and there's I've got friends with me. I've got Kate, PMG, Adele, Chris, and Chris. Yeah, I've entered that madness now. But yeah, in 3 days it's my birthday. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a unique birthday. 25, quarter of a century, and quarantine, the 2 Qs. So yeah, in the meantime, this month is all Transcendence month from Doctor Who Resurrection Season 4. Overton Audios presents...
What was that? Don't worry, it's just a temporal storm. Nothing major. Maybe it's a little more serious.
You've got one of his gadgets?
A sonic screwdriver, yes.
Who are you? Psst. Doctor.
What is it, Miss Anderson?
This one's a bit different.
He doesn't call himself Doctor anymore?
Oh, that's right. You don't go by that name anymore. But does that make you any less like us? We can't play God.
And you? Who are you?
I'm your future.
You're both me.
Gallifrey has a transduction repeller around it. Something's going on here. Something of Time Lord origin. General? If there's already 2 of you here, that means General...
Don't speak his name, Doctor. I'm already teaching him the error of his ways.
Shall I tell you how it all ends for you? This Doctor charade we all play.
The reality circuit is an ancient Gallifreyan theory, debunked by the Time Lords of old.
What is he building?
Please understand, I'm only doing this because
he's forcing you to, I know.
No.
Excellent. According to these readings, our new reality itself will be formed.
Don't you ever wonder what would have happened if we'd never left home?
What will bringing her back achieve, other than living a lie?
Some of our other selves are reaching out.
The Master has achieved transcendence.
Doctor Who Resurrection Transcendence, coming the 11th of April 2020 at 12 PM.
Doctor?
Julia, it's you. You're back. This isn't the start of Season 4, it's a special 3-parter. which precedes it. So Series 4 is actually going to be starting in August or July. July or August it's going to be starting, but this is like a special episode to tie the gap, because obviously it's just meant to be a celebration of this whole fan universe. So I hope you enjoy it. It's obviously coming out on my birthday anyway. It's very close to me and everything. We made it a year ago now. We got it all recorded about a year ago. So putting that into perspective for you, we were recording this before I started on that Wembley job. That's how long it's been. I'm really looking forward to it. From what I've seen, there's a lot of good things coming up. Well, not good things coming up, but a lot of people commenting have been saying that they're really liking the look of it. Another thing is that myself and Dan are starting an Overton Audios podcast. It's mostly going to be just me and Dan, but I want to try and every now and again get people on board who are part of the project. So, like, for example, we're doing one this month because of Transcendence. Well, it's going to be monthly because we don't have all the time in the world and we don't want to have to change anything after lockdown. Yeah, I don't know. It's still very early days. But either way, it's a start. And I'm looking forward to doing these podcasts. I want to be able to communicate better with the audiences, because obviously you only sort of get information from Facebook and Instagram. You don't really get... And I try and engage as much as I can, but I think it'd be good to have a podcast. And obviously we've got a Q&A section, so we've got some questions there. Yeah, hopefully it goes well for a first podcast. We will see.
I'm sure the nation will join me in assuring you that what you do is appreciated, and every hour of your hard work brings us closer to a return to more normal times. I also want to thank those of you who are staying at home, thereby helping to protect the vulnerable and sparing many families the pain already felt by those who have lost loved ones.
Greetings, everyone. As of yesterday, I'm 25. That's fun. So I didn't vlog much. I had a very nice birthday. All this party poppers and all that sort of stuff. Got some nice birthday cards. Very nice indeed. Very happy. The presents, which I usually yearly go through, were the bed, as displayed by Bonnie. And then, of course, the new desk, which, of course, is my light source for recording this. It's about 2:30 in the morning now on the 8th. This was a particularly weird birthday. Quarter of a century is obviously, wow, big one. And it's just sort of made me more and more think that, you know, next year I'll be 26. 2 years' time, I'll be 27. It's just a bit mad. I'm not thinking, when they say life's short, when you're young, yeah, but you're sort of realising that your life is catching up with you. I shouldn't be having this right now at 2:30 in the morning, but I also wanted to talk about something that's infinitely more serious. Well, what was also quite eerie about is obviously what's going on in the world right now. If anyone has to ask, what was your big milestone for when you turned 25? What did you do for your birthday? We were in lockdown due to a pandemic, and the Prime Minister was in intensive care. The weirdest feeling is saying that out loud in this vlog. The reason for that is because this vlog isn't over. God forbid, like, anything happens, because right now our Prime Minister is spending his second night in intensive care. I don't agree politically with Boris Johnson, but the amount of people who are Labour or Lib Dem who are glad that Boris Johnson is ill, it's just disgusting. Like, sure, I don't get along with, for example, I say I don't get along with them, they probably don't know me, but I don't agree with Piers Morgan about 90% of the time. He's been saying a lot of common sense, to be honest, whilst this has been going on. But I don't agree with him on like 90% of things. But I wouldn't be glad if he died. I wouldn't be like, yes. Like, I know a lot of people were quite glad when Margaret Thatcher died. And I'm like, look, I know I wasn't alive for that, but I don't understand like why you would be happy that someone's dead. It's the end of a life. So I don't... We're in a very weird time. And luckily my paperwork and me making audios is acting as a good distraction. But if things just get worse and the worst happens, I don't know what the world's going to be like after this. We'll carry on as best we can, but things will be different. I mean, you think about it, you know, back in 2016, Brexit happened and Trump was elected, and you thought, oh great, here we go. Well, people who disagreed did. And then there's been kind of a roller coaster ever since. 2020 started with like a World War III hashtag. You're like, brilliant, great. Can't get any worse now, can it? And now here we are. And you're like, okay, what's next? You know, I'm really hoping though things get sorted. And it's going to be a long time before it does. These vlogs, I haven't really felt like vlogging, to be honest. It's just been very eerie. But the reason why I've wanted to is because it's such a unique time. And I mean, right now, obviously, we were supposed to wrap filming for Nick's film called Tonight. We were supposed to wrap on that 5 days ago. Obviously not happening now. In fact, we had to order a hotel for one of the cast members, and they just refunded us without even telling us that they were closing. They just refunded it, assuming that we wouldn't be there, so it was pretty big anyway. It's such... I can't understate it, and a lot of people are saying that we are in such weird times, but when you really wrap your head around it and you really think about it, you're like, this is huge. I don't want to go on about it too much. If it gets better at the end of April, I might keep the majority of this in. If it gets worse, I'll see. Obviously, I edit these as the month goes on, so I don't know if I'll even remember to cut this if things do get worse. But like, I just wanted to document my whole thing about this monthly vlog has always been, since the very beginning, was just document my life so I can look back on it and remember those times. So for me at the moment, I know that there's a way out. You know, I mean, obviously we will live on as humans. I want to be able to look back on this time and see how worried I am right now and thinking about the possibilities and just sort of think, you know, fingers crossed for this, that I was an idiot for thinking those things. But again, time will tell, and I really, really hope things get better. Sorry for the 6-minute rant. I will carry on with the month. But yeah, I'm 25 years old, which is fun, interesting, and having existential crisis. One of Dan's presents has just arrived. I got from him, I believe it was a couple of days before my birthday, got from him Scream of the Schalke, because I've been recently getting into that and very much enjoying it. Right, here we go. Dan has told me that this is a very, very good present. Right, a lot of packet. No, this is the box, by the way. Oh man. Oh. Oh. Oh, he got me a Hartnell console to match my Hartnell. Wow. Oh man. Oh, that's cool. So I find it quite interesting what I'm having to do with the audios at the moment. And I thought I want to document it so that you guys know what I'm up to and me in the future can look back. So at the moment, I'm in the middle of editing a whole volume at the moment. Problem is, the biggest problem is that some of the cast members are extremely busy. There's actually one major cast member who is a nurse who acts on the side, which understandably is quite busy at work right now. So what I've been doing is I've been editing the whole volume, and I've had to fill in the voice, and it's weird because this character is a female. So it's me going, oh my god, what's going on? Well, miss, it's to do with this. And it's like, it's weird, but then it's me going, what's going on? It's so funny. But yeah, I've been currently doing that. I've been editing that whole volume. And then that's going to have to, after that's all put together with music and everything, I put my lines in yellow and everybody else's lines in purple, so that mine stands out. So that eventually when I get the lines, whenever that may be, I can just drop them in. So I know that it's all finished. It's not scheduled uploaded yet, but I can sit back and be like, okay, that's finished. I can move on. So that's how I'm going to do some certain audios, which is, I thought I'd document it because it's, you know, something that I'm having to do differently because of what's going on. So I figured I might as well talk about it, because so far I've been sort of saying that people can record from home, but obviously there's a new obstacle. So I just figured I'd document that, considering what's going on. Meanwhile, on Tuesday, today's Sunday, Easter Sunday, well, not anymore, it's Monday now, but I have to go into work. We have to drive into London. So let's see how that goes. We've got to go into central London, so it's like, okay, the reason for that is because we've got some more work. It's that sort of difficulty because the company's freelance and we need money because they're not supporting freelance companies at the moment. So yeah, we're going to be safe. Lots of hand sanitizers, lots of masks, keep away from each other, that sort of thing. So yeah.
I'll look in the MEP cupboards.
Last week or so, I've been in London twice. It's a very, very different place. So, basically the reason why we were in London was because we had some minor work to do near Tottenham Court Road. Wasn't snagging or anything like that. It was just testing. It was just testing the functionality of a building. Well, we had to do 2 buildings over the course of 2 days, but it wasn't back to back. Not that that makes any difference anyway, but it was a Tuesday and a Friday. And of course, with us working in construction as well, and now there are reports that things will not go back to normal for the construction industry until August, which is also mad in its own right. I don't know, it's a weird time we're living in. Currently, as of this recording, it is the 22nd of April. Once again, not really had to vlog about much. Haven't gone to London. Well, I went into London a couple of days, well, 4 or 5 days ago to do some more inspections, but then other than that, I've been alright. I've been working from home mostly. There's nothing more I can say, because I don't know what else to say. I'm working on audios, I'm working from home, and the world is just a bit mad. Who knows? There's nothing more I can say, because I don't know what else to say. I'm working on audios, I'm working from home. The irony of that, because I've just been editing it, because I've somehow not had the time. I've been editing it, and probably should have muted my computer. I just find that ironic, because I don't feel like I've been vlogging that much, but somehow I've shot 20 minutes for this month. Have I just not shaved in a little while, or is this just the light showing up the hairs? Because I'm just suddenly looking beardy. Oh, Lord. I think things will get better. Obviously, earlier this month, I was a little bit more worried because it was all new. I'm being worried still. I don't know. Well, I'm going to go, as I'm going to rack this up to 25 minutes if I don't stop. So I will speak to you later.